the significance of the building to Grand Junction. It's not just some other old historic building. It happens to be, in our opinion, the most important building in Grand Junction. Since we've started this project, the amount of people that we've come in contact with that have the same amount or more stories, it's very motivational, it's inspirational. It puts a lot of pressure on us. You know, we want to do the right thing, and we want it to be awesome when it's done.
The Union Depot has really been the heart of Grand Junction for very many years. When the depot opened in 1906, it was really a symbol of the Grand Valley's resiliency at a time when the price of silver had collapsed in Colorado and many towns all across the state were being deserted.
This building was built in 1905 and opened in 1906. It was done by a premier architect out of Chicago area, and it is still a grand building. Grand Junction does not have many, if any, grand buildings other than what we have here. And it's in need of restoration, repair, and bringing it back to life. So Friends of the Depot, which is what we're part of, Friends of the Union Depot, is doing the best we can to create high levels of interest, sources of income. This lifestyle of Grand Junction, as grand as it is, could be even more so with the restoration of this grand building.
I was just very taken aback seeing the architecture is instantly very striking, the woodwork, the windows, the stained glass, and that was before we even stepped inside. So that was really, I think, the emotional connection that we had was just to the history. My wife, Veronica, her dad worked for the Rio Grande Railroad for 35 years out of the building next door. And so there's definitely some family connection here, and there's a lot of emotional value there to be able to do a project like this that means so much to her family.
So it wasn't surprising.
There were some questions about why on earth are we spending so much money for a train station, for a community this small. But really, I think that in terms of the heart, I think Grand Junction really proved its worth in terms of why they deserved a train station this beautiful. This depot opened on April 17th, 1906 in the afternoon, evening. And then on the early morning hours of April 18th, 1906, the great San Francisco earthquake struck the city of San Francisco. It essentially razed the city. And when these refugees, they were looking for somewhere to go. And they found themselves on trains going east. And they came here to Grand Junction, where the citizens of this community had, out of the kindness of their heart, established a makeshift hospital right in this room where we are today.
Follow along, join, allow us to communicate with you, because there's a lot of things we need that we don't even know what they are yet. You know, we've already started receiving photos from people that have gone through photo albums and they found pictures, and they're extremely helpful. We feel like we've exhausted all of the libraries and museums that might have photos, and we've seen what those are, and we know that there's photo albums here in the Valley that are going to show us that missing light fixture, or what that thing looked like, or maybe it was in color and we see a paint color that we didn't know for sure. It's really is a puzzle